Hello, welcome to the beginning of History 111E for the summer of 2023 here at Northeastern Illinois University. I'm the instructor, Michael Tuck. This is just going to be a short, hopefully 10-minute or so video, just talking about an overview of the course content and how we're going to function in the course. So I hope you can see the syllabus here online on my screen. If not, of course, there's a copy on the course website on D2L in the content section. So we have History 111E, World History Africa. It says World History, but we're really doing a one course overview of African history, okay? And as you'll see, there's a description here about that. This is a totally online course. I believe I emailed you about that before. I'm going to scroll down here. It talks about course location and time. This is what Northeastern calls an asynchronous course. Asynchronous as in no meeting times. All right. So it's going to be all the work will be done on your own schedule, except it will have to be done on a week-by-week basis. All right. So let's head back up here. Course goals and purpose. I'm trying to keep the video short, so I'm not going to read this to you. You can obviously be able to do that yourself. But the idea here is to cover some major issues in African history. And I will tell you, and I'll mention this again in a little bit, this course is quite condensed. Normally during the semester, we meet for 15 weeks. Okay. This summer, we have 5 weeks. That means every week for us is like 3 weeks in a normal semester. Well, we can't really pack that much in. So what I've done is combine some topics, condense things, and so on. But it's still going to be a concentrated experience. And it's going to require your commitment to keep up on the material. Once again, things will be introduced on a week-by-week basis, and you have to complete items by the end of the week, by Sunday night before midnight. All right, course communication, all email communications, and of course an online course, that's one of the major ways I have to communicate with you. All email will be done through the NEIU email system. So you need to check your email, or if not, forward it to an account you do check. Make sure it's set up so emails from D2L are not going into your spam folder. All right, it's going to be your responsibility. I had somebody last semester who missed assignments at the beginning of the semester because they said they weren't getting the emails. That's a responsibility for you. Okay, I can only do things through the D2L or NEIU email system. All right, so back to course. Once again, I will post for each unit on a Monday of that week. Things will be due the following Sunday. The exceptions will be for a midterm and final assignments. We'll have assignments including discussion posts, quizzes, primary source evaluations, and some short essays, or like I said, a midterm and a final. Okay. If you're not familiar with D2L, and I always assume you all being younger than me pick these things up quickly, there's a link here on the syllabus you can click to. Although frankly, I found it easier just to go to YouTube and put D2L and look for videos on whatever it is you need to learn how to do, whether it's a discussion board or online quizzes or whatever. I'll have a separate document that shows you some links for training modules if you need some help in learning how to do these things. As an online course, you're going to need regular access to a computer. You cannot count on doing this through your phone. You need a computer or a tablet. Some of the documents we're going to be reading and so on, you cannot read on that little screen. The D2L app is helpful. I use it myself, but you're going to need a computer, reliable internet connection. D2L is a web-based system. In theory, you can use Safari and others, but it really works better with Chrome or Firefox. And you're going to have to get Microsoft Word. I sent an email out about this already. You're going to have to do assignments in Microsoft Word. If you submit them in Pages or PDF or anything else, it's not going to be graded. All right? That's now Microsoft Word, you can get it free from Northeastern. Okay. Plagiarism, please read this carefully because there's going to be an assignment due by the end of the first week on that. ADA, campus statements, and so on. Okay, course readings. Basically, we're going to have two types of readings. There's a textbook, and there's short readings, a couple pages each, that I'll put on D2L on a week-by-week basis. The textbook, instead of going with a regular printed textbook, I found this PDF online, okay, of a textbook. So it's free. I posted it on D2L. I think I even emailed it to you. I can't remember. Anyway, if not, I can. You can download it from D2L also. You need to read the textbook. You're going to have to read the textbook. This is a history course. We have to have content. All right? You're going to need to do that. And I provided you with a free copy of it. So there's really no excuse there. Okay? Now, if you have a different edition, this is the second edition from 2007. If, for example, you have the third edition, email me and let me know. And you can use that. If you've already bought it, you can definitely use that. I will just have to give you some different page numbers for our reading assignments. No problem. I'll be happy to do that for you. Okay. All right. Of course, to access D2L, you need your NEIU Net ID, and you can get that obviously through Student Computing Services and so on. All right. So as I said, summer session, this is going to move quickly. Each week of our class is going to be condensed, and I've broken it down so that each week covers 2 topics. The first week will be an introduction to the course. That's this video. And then the second topic will be an introduction to Africa. Next week, topic 1, Nile cultures and states, talking mainly about ancient Egypt. And topic 2, Iron Christianity and states in Northeast Africa. Week 3, West African states, and then East African states, and so on, marching through the semester until we come to the end. And note here, final assignment will be due June 29th at noon. It's very quick, and grades are due right away, so no late work unless you write me and I give you specific permission. We're going to have to keep up on things. All right, so how does this work? Well, how this works is every week I will post an agenda. Right? Week 1 is Unit 1. As I showed you on the syllabus there, 2 topics, Introduction to the course and Introduction to Africa. Each weekly agenda will have unit objectives, things you can expect to learn from this, a list of the readings you'll need to do, and at least two, could be more, videos. There'll be a video presentation. There's going to be a link right here. I don't have the link there yet because I'm just recording this. It's introduction to the course, and then an introduction to Africa video. And then assignments, something you have to do. Participate in the online discussion number 1. So the first week, you just have to participate in a discussion. You have to go on the discussion board, post 1 comment from you to the prompt that's described there, and read and ideally respond to your colleagues' posts. All right? So this takes the place of in-class discussion. So you have to be involved with it. All right. So what happens every week at the beginning of the week? Usually it's going to be Monday morning. If there's a holiday, it will be on Tuesday. We have 2 holidays during this term. I will send you an email saying, the week has started, explaining what we're going to do for the week, and that this unit agenda is posted on D2L. All right? And then you'll go down the unit agenda and follow the instructions. Do the readings you need to do, watch the videos you need to watch, and whatever it says under to do. Online discussion again, quizzes, primary source evaluations, whatever it might be. Let me just say one more thing. Last semester I taught this course, and I think it was 4 people out of 17 who failed. They got an F. But no one who completed all of the work in the class failed the class. The people who failed are the ones who didn't do the work. So if you want to pass the class, ideally, of course, even do well, You just have to do the work. And in a course that's this short, 5 weeks, very intense, you don't want to fall behind. Okay? You got to start from the first week getting the work done. Okay? If you do that, you'll be fine. Now, if you run into problems, whether they be technological or discussions of the issues or whatever else, you can shoot me an email. If it's a general question, the kind of question, for example, you might ask in class, okay, something that your classmates also might learn from, or you can go on we have a discussion board that just says general questions, general course questions, whether it's about how we operate or course content or whatever. Post a question there. I will check that at least every day, probably a couple times a day at least, and respond to things. And that's a good place, as I said, to put things that maybe you would ask in class that other people could benefit from as well. You're free to email me, but if you email me and it's something that looks like other people could benefit from it, then I'll respond to you, but I'll also post it in the general questions just so everybody else can learn as well. All right. Okay, wanted to keep this short and quick. Hopefully that explains a little bit about how we're going to operate here. Again, any questions? Let me know. Put it in the general questions, and hopefully you'll get started on the course, do the readings, start with the textbook, and we'll learn some African history. All right? Great. Thanks very much.